President.
Senator from Oregon.
Thank you. I come to the floor to address an important issue, which is the ability of our women who have given birth to a child to be able to sustain breastfeeding by being able to pump breast milk when they return to work. We adopted this law in Oregon. It was universally successful. When I came here to the Senate, I proposed that we do the same across the nation. And 12 years ago, we passed that bill, the break time for nursing mothers. Enabled 49 million women of childbearing age to know that if they wanted to breastfeed, they would have a cooperative employer giving them privacy and flexible break times to be able to pump breast milk. It was a triple win. It was a triple win for the babies, it was a triple win for the mothers, and it turned out to be a big win for the employer as well, because employers found that their employees were more likely to come back to work and that they felt appreciated because the employer recognized the importance of that mother trying to do the very best by their newborn. We know that half of women in America return to work within 3 months of giving birth. We know that about 1 in 4 will return to work after just 2 weeks. That's why this is so important. When I first raised this idea here in the Senate, I thought that there would be significant opposition. But an unexpected champion was Senator Coburn of Oklahoma. And Senator Coburn said that Senator Merkley had not begun to list all the ways that breastfeeding works to the benefit of the baby and the mother. And he went on to list all the health benefits, and we passed the amendment unanimously in the Health Committee. Democrats and Republicans working together for new moms and for our children to get the best launch into life. I will have a unanimous consent request in a moment, but I want to turn to the co-sponsor of our bill. I so much appreciate Senator Murkowski of Alaska.
Mr. President.
Senator from Alaska.
Mr. President, I join my colleague to speak about the PUMP Act, Providing Urgent Maternal Protections for Nursing Mothers Act. And Senator Merkley has outlined, I think, well, the benefits of this bill. But effectively what this act does is it fixes an oversight which unintentionally excluded about 9 million working moms from being able to pump breast milk while at work. I think we recognize, as Senator Merkley has said, women want to come, so many want to be able to come back to the workforce after giving birth, but they also want to be able to provide their infant, their child, with the significant benefits that come with a mother's milk. These working moms are a significant part of our workforce. I think it's incumbent upon us to make sure that they can pump while at work without imposing burdensome requirements on businesses. I have been the lead Republican on the PUMP Act now, working with Senator Merkley for a couple years working to get to this point. And it is so unfortunate that at this late date on the calendar, as we're looking to close out, that this measure, this important measure, important for mothers, important for babies, important for employers, but it's so unfortunate that it is being held at this moment. And it is unfortunate because I think what we have in front of us now is a fair and a balanced proposal. It allows moms to pump at work while ensuring that, again, businesses aren't saddled with burdensome and costly regulation. The Chamber of Commerce has endorsed the measure. This is too important to not continue the good work, and I want to acknowledge not only the work of Senator Merkley on this, but to thank Senators Murray, Senator Burr, Cantwell, and Wicker. They worked with us, they negotiated in good faith to get the text to a good place and to really help to develop the support for this bill. But I do think that the work that has come to this point, the very important discussions that have gone forward. The agreements that have been made have put us in a good place. Senator Merkley, I truly appreciate your willingness to negotiate and to get us to a point where we can legislate to improve the lives of millions of women across the nation. So I would urge those who continue to oppose this measure to reconsider that. And I would yield at this moment to the senator from Washington.
Senator from Oregon, or Senator from Washington, excuse me.
I'm here today to urge all of my colleagues to let us make life just a little bit easier for working moms by passing this bipartisan Pump Act. This is really straightforward. When new moms return to work, they should have the time and space they need to pump and breastfeed their baby. It's not new, it's not controversial, it's actually common sense and basic human decency. Right now, there is this loophole that means nearly 9 million working moms are not covered by federal protections. 9 million working moms do not have the simple right to a reasonable break time and a private place to pump when they're breastfeeding. That's plain wrong, Mr. President. Right now, we have a chance to change that. Right now, we can pass the Pump Act. We can help close this loophole and make sure that moms are covered so they can keep their jobs and keep breastfeeding their babies. It should not be controversial. This is a bipartisan bill, and I am really thankful to my colleagues, Senator Merkley and Senator Murkowski, for their relentless work on this. They have worked nonstop to get this done. And we have, by the way, made great progress. The bill passed the House in a bipartisan vote with huge margins. The vote was 276 to 149, and it passed our Help Committee by voice vote. So let's get it to the President's desk. It is so simple. Moms deserve to be able to return to work and still breastfeed. They deserve a reasonable break and a private space to pump, and they actually are watching us right now to see if we can deliver on this really straightforward bill. So I urge my colleagues, don't stand in the way. Stand with moms. Let us pass this bill. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Senator from Oregon.
Much